Okay, now we're going to look at the centrifuge. This is a centrifuge. It's used to spin things really quickly so we can separate out solids from liquids. And you'll notice there's several buttons you need to be aware of. The button on the left says push to open. You push that and the top opens and you can see inside of the centrifuge. You'll see that there are 6 places where you can place your test tubes. And you want to make sure that when you place your test tubes in there, a couple of things are true. First, you want to make sure that your test tubes are approximately equal in terms of how much liquid they have in them, so that they're balanced, so that they weigh about the same. And second, you want to make sure when you put them in, you put them across from each other. So again, they're balanced and the weight is balanced. You could also do this with 3 test tubes. If you had 3 test tubes, you would put them here, here, and here, or you can also just fill up all 6 of the test tubes, or 4. It doesn't really matter how many you have, as long as they're balanced equally across from each other. Once you have your test tubes in there, you want to make sure you note which one is yours. You might be spinning your test tubes at the same time as another group, so make sure you know which numbers your test tubes are in. You close the top, and then you want to check the settings. The button on the left allows you to change how long it centrifuges for, so if I turn this up, it will centrifuge for a longer time. For our class, generally half a minute or 30 seconds is sufficient, and 6,000 RPM is a great speed to spin at. Okay, and then we're going to use the button on the right that says push to start or stop. We're going to push start, and you'll see the centrifuge will start to spin. It makes a little bit of noise. You can't actually see it, you can hear it. And it makes a little bit of noise as it's spinning. The clock counts down. Once the spinning is done, after about 30 seconds in this case, the centrifuge is going to stop itself automatically. So we're going to wait. Now, as the time is done, you might be tempted to push the open button, but you're not going to push the open button. You're going to wait until you see the display flash. When the display flashes, that means the centrifuge is stopped completely and it's safe for you to open the centrifuge. If you push the button before then, it's not going to open and it's annoying. So you should just wait until it flashes, which is going to do any second now. We're waiting. There it is. So I push the open button and I can open the centrifuge up and I can remove my test tube. Now I can see that my precipitate is down at the bottom of my test tube, not at the top. So I've separated the solid from the liquid.